Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Happy hump day. It's your boy Dave Neal, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Recap, a Guy's Review. As you can see from the title in the background, we're talking about Jed Wyatt, but hold on, don't go anywhere. This is interesting stuff, guys. Very interesting stuff in the Bachelor world. We like to discuss the Bachelor because we have a common denominator. We all know these humans. We all make our point of views. It's one of the last bastions of water cooler talk. In a world of binging Netflix shows and this and that, we have a real storyline that's breaking out here. Jed Wyatt was the former fiance of Hannah Brown, proposed to her on national TV. I said yes. They did the whole thing. Neil Lane was there, the old leather football. And go Super Bowl, Bucks, Tom Brady. Here we go. So Jed got run over by the world when it came out that he had a girlfriend back home and that he went on the show just to further his music career, which led to a infamous dog food jingle for a Midwestern-based dog food company. There's a pedigree. So he proposed. They were engaged. Then his girlfriend came out and said, "No, he was with me. I went on vacation with his family. He said he loved me, and he was supposed to come back to me." Hannah Brown was like, baby," in the Hannah, Alabama way that she can. She rolled Tide, and the tide went out for his career and personal public image. So maybe his contract's up now. He started talking, and I want to get into the timeline that led to a big story, and now it's radio silence from people. Radio silence from Jed. He was supposed to release a podcast yesterday. Didn't come out. No Instagram statement. Was he abducted? What's going on? Free Jed. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why should we care about Jed? Well, let's, in good faith, remember that Bachelor producers lie and manipulate on every season. They work for commissions, pay structures we aren't even familiar about that leads to drama, airtight contracts. When it comes to the contestants not being able to talk and getting defamed, we know in this current season, they let a sex worker accusation run rampant for weeks before they nipped that in the bud. Very dangerous stuff. So let's not give Bachelor producers any benefit of the doubt here. I know we get mad at Jed because he has that punchable face we love. I got one of those too. Just want to really whack it, And we look at Jed and we see all of our exes combined as this superhero villain. Like, no, we hate him. Let's let cooler minds prevail. Let's think about this as he's a human who has to deal with the consequences. Maybe he was a piece of crap. Maybe he was sort of innocent and a lot of things were manipulated. Maybe there's some truth in the middle. So let's get into it. Go to picture-in-picture here. As you guys see, Dylan from his season was doing a tweet storm Saturday night. Maybe he had a few too many cocktails, decided he was like, you know what? I'm going to share my truth. Everyone wants to share their truth. Well, there's a contract. You can't. But I do support him doing this. So someone asked who got screwed over by your production, your season, and he said, Jed. Then someone said, you're saying he didn't cheat on Hannah? And he said, yes. Now, I know a lot of people said, well, technically he didn't cheat on Hannah. He cheated on his girlfriend that he left when he got Instagram famous because he went on a dating reality show and got engaged accidentally. Whoops. So we're going to get more into that, but Jed's, we have a girlfriend, a former producer, people that started to talk, anonymous sources. You take it with a grain of salt. Maybe it wasn't really them. Maybe it is, and they're afraid to talk because of the contracts. But Jed released a statement after Dylan's tweets saying he's going to start a podcast. Let's watch that. And remember, this never happened. After this statement, everyone went just radio silent. Dylan has deleted these tweets. There's something fishy happening.
I will actually be going into deeper detail, but the facts are this, that yes, I was highly manipulated and from it deeply mentally affected from the show. And two, no, I never cheated ever on Haley. So if you'd like to hear full details on this, I will actually be dropping it Tuesday. I had a talk with my podcast partner, and that's just when it's going to have to come out. So if you guys are interested in hearing the full story, it will be out Tuesday.
I hate these Instagram story comments because they clip them up, so you lose some of the audio. But what he was saying is he didn't cheat on Hannah and he didn't cheat on Haley, which I guess is his ex. He loves chicks that start with H. He loves those H's. So let's go to a TikTok. This is a excuse me here.
Excuse me, miss.
This is a Bachelor. Hold on, folks. This is the problem with TikTok, okay? You type it in and it starts playing stuff, and then 7 hours later your lady's mad at you because you were watching TikToks on your anniversary. So here we have Sam, she does some Bachelor recap, follows Bachelor. So if you like this content, go follow her on Instagram. She posts a couple TikToks. They go like mini viral. Different blog companies start picking them up. It's very interesting. So let's have a watch.
Update, and I am freaking out right now. So I just got a message from this girl on Instagram. I blocked out her name and her picture, obviously, and this is a condensed version of what we talked about, but this is what it says. I'm a close source to the situation, and I know that Jed and his girlfriend had broken up before the show, and he did not cheat on her. He did go on the show to help promote his music and didn't think it was going to turn into something like this. Jed and his family are all amazing people, and he didn't deserve to be treated that way. This is a super condensed message of the whole conversation that we had, but she is a reliable source. She sent me pictures for proof, and basically nothing that ABC said was true, aside from the fact that he went on to promote his music, which, by the way, a lot of people go on to promote things. Like, that's not anything unusual. So basically what she is saying is ABC made up the fact that he was still with his girlfriend and ruined his life.
That's it, folks. And look, Jed admitted early on in the show, like, hey, you know, I was kind of just going to come on here, play some acoustic, and that be it. But I actually am falling for you. So, like I said, do we have enough processing power in our brains to accept the fact that somebody went on a dating reality show knowing that it was going to give them some influence, maybe that they could go on the road and play more music, this and that? I mean, look, if I were single, I'm a stand-up comic, and someone told me, hey, you go on this dating show, you might fall in love, you'll probably get heartbreak, but you're going to get 250,000 followers, they'll support your stand-up career. I'd go, all right, let's give it a roll. Let's see what happens with that. So you can't hate him for that. You know what? I'd rather hate the people that say, I'm here for love. You know what I mean? At least he was honest. He was like, yeah, I'm here for love, maybe, but also I'm going to play some of this music and see if you guys like it. Funniest part is that Listen to Your Heart came out a year later, and he should have just gone on that. But hey, at the time, that wasn't an option. So she posts that, it goes viral, and look, take it with a grain of salt, but this is somebody who's finding some information out. Everyone's anonymous, so, you know, like I said, it's anonymous sources, but it's no worse than Bachelor manipulating the content, right? All right, she has 2 more posts. Let's go through those.
They are following each other, they're friends, like, it's legit. Basically,
let's go back to the beginning here. Hold on, let's go back to the beginning of this second tweet here.
Ignore my nasty wet hair, I just got out of the shower, but we have a new update from a new source. So one of Jed's friends DM'd me per usual. I blocked out her name and her picture, but I did confirm that they are friends. They are following each other, they're friends, like, it's legit. Basically, she thanks me for sharing what I had already shared and trying to clear Jed's name just based off of what I know. She said that she is friends with both Jed and the ex-girlfriend, and she knows the whole situation. And basically, the Bachelor producers just thrived off of lies and made Jed the villain of the season, when in reality, he's one of the nicest people ever. She said it really took a mental health toll on him, and it was really hard to watch, especially for his friends in Nashville. And he was single when he went on the show, and that is not what was said on the show. She said if he fought anything, they would basically cut it out or spin it to edit it to make it look like a different way. And she also said they made him the good guy, and then the second the ex realized she could get 15 minutes of fame by trashing him, being the victim, they jumped on him without double checking sources. Ignore my nasty wet hair.
All right, so I don't know if I want to say the ex had bad intentions here. She seemed like it was very distressful for her to talk about. She's a musician as well, and I don't think she was going to get much out of looking like the damsel in distress. I don't know, maybe. Everyone's got their own situations. I think what's more than likely is that he broke off his relationship with his ex in one way or another. Maybe he wasn't great at communicating it, but according to this, you have to give Jed the benefit of the doubt, right? That he says, no, we were broken up. Now, of course, his ex says she provides receipts, this and that. We've all been in relationships. Look at Sarah Trott as an example, right? She was on this latest season of The Bachelor, right? From a few episodes ago. She left the show, and it came out that she was dating DJ Bazoo, whatever his bijou, whatever his name was. It means a little trinket in French. Never name your name Little Trinket. That's not a sexy name. DJ Little Trinket coming at you hot. Is that a bijou in your pants, or you happy to see me? I digress. So she was dating him before the show and dated him after. You know that, what's that saying in the Bible? Let those who have never gone back to their ex judge those that have. How does that work? You know what I mean? You dated your ex. It doesn't work against your number. You know what I mean? You're trying to hold on to that number. That's on you. That's purity culture. You date, bang as many people as you want. But you're like, damn it if I get into triple digits. So you go into your 99 Rolodex and you're like, who's left? That's maybe what happened. I digress. Third update. Let's check it out. All right, let me go back to the beginning here. And this is the third update from Sam. Sam's a gem. She's doing the Lord's work. She's getting the info. So very fascinating stuff here. And by the way, leave a comment and let me know what you guys think. Are we going to give Jed a shot? Is his podcast going to come out? You know what I mean? If they had technical delays on the podcast, all he's got to do is be like, yo, fam, the podcast is dropping on Thursday now. But instead, radio silence. So it makes you wonder if there was some sort of cease and desist. Now, their contracts end. And I've got to get Abby on here to talk contracts, my resident law student that helps me with legal matters because I'm not smart. I just Google things. It sounds like a country song. I ain't smart. I just Google things. Jed, write that. I'll be your partner. We ain't smart. We just Google things. So it's interesting, but I don't know who we're going to believe. Are we going to give the benefit of the doubt or what? But leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. And here's the third part of the TikTok update.
Hello, Bachelor Nation. We have our newest update. Now, this update is from a very important person, and that is a former producer of the show. She was a Bachelor producer and quit after Hannah's season because she did not like the way things were handled. She said, I was friends with Dylan, Jed, Tyler, Peter, and Hannah, and through the taping of the show, have some bad feelings from it. She was the date producer, so she did the logistics, and she was the one who coordinated Jed going to Hannah's hotel to serenade her. So if y'all remember that, you can thank her for that. She said that Jed was always a super sweet and quiet guy, and when they weren't filming anything, he would ask to visit her off camera, and they said that wasn't allowed just because there always has to be cameras around. She then went on to talk about the manipulation of the show, and I know we all know that the show is, manipulative and manipulated by producers, but she gave me an example that I'm not going to say just because I don't want to get in trouble. But basically, they had lied to a contestant about something super personal, saying something super personal happened in his life that didn't end up actually happening, and they lied just to get a reaction. Hello, Bachelor Nation.
Very interesting. So as we've seen here, obviously there's manipulation with bad intentions, some sinister moves happening in the Bachelor world. And look, I know former Bachelor producers. I've had some on my podcast. No one talks about these things. It isn't worth it. Ask Luke P. He was sued for $100,000 plus $20,000 in court fees. Luke P., love him or not, had to pay $120,000 judge court ordered because he spoke to 4 different podcasts that weren't licensed. And look, people have tried to come on my podcast and I'm not licensed or approved by Bachelor Nation because they don't pay me, so I can say whatever I want. I'm not under contract. I can talk about these hypotheticals all day long. I prefer it that way, but it's very interesting that they're willing to sue people that they have on the show for free. The contestants don't really get paid, right? Sure, the lead does. They get to railroad them. They get to pick apart their story, reinsert it. They're doing surgery on these people's souls. Reinsert their storyline, their characters, something they've spent their whole lifetime working up towards, and then they can tell the world what they are. And then what do? They just cash their checks. This is the problem we're having right now with Brittany Galvin on The Bachelor, that for weeks they said, well, maybe she's a sex worker, maybe she's not, and they let up this whole thing, and then everyone wants to get mad at the contestants like Anna and other people for starting these rumors and not get mad at Bachelor, the sausage factory, for putting this all together for our consumption. Now, what are you going to do? Are we going to either be A, smart enough with our critical thinking to understand that what we watch on TV isn't the real world? I don't believe that. Or are we going to hold them to a higher standard? That means just because you sign ironclad contracts doesn't mean you can destroy someone's life and livelihood. Maybe Jed's not the best singer, but maybe he's got a Keith Urban inside of him. We don't know his path, his butterfly effect of what this will do to his career. Maybe he's a good guy that gives back to charity. You know what I mean? We don't know. We just look at him and go, that's a punchable face. He did us wrong. And then we get our pitchforks out. And you know what? Shame on us. Shame on us for being so in the cult that that's the easy answer, and that's the one we got baited and took the bait. So let me know what you guys think. The story's still developing, so I'm going to keep on posting new info as it comes up. I hope that Jed's not being threatened with anything legal, and I hope he's able to share his truth. Don't we all just want to share our truth? Hit the like button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.